Someone said to me on one of my previous videos that I shill Kaspa and that I'm on the payroll. If you love the FUD, smash a like and hear what I got to say today. So about, so someone's telling me that I'm paid by Kaspa, a project that's been fair launched, that is, what do I say? That is completely decentralized, that has no CEOs and CFOs and CTOs, and they're all devs. But this idiot said to me, oh, Kaspa, MEXC, you've been chilling it. Kaspa paid you. Wait, Kaspa, if you're listening to this, pay me, please. And bit of banter. But on a serious note, my number 2 pick for the bull run is none other than Gfal, Games for a Living. The reason why Games for a Living is very important to me is for a number of things. I grew up with FIFA. The first ever game that I've got, my Super Nintendo, was FIFA 95, apart from obviously the Marios. And Trip Hawkins, the kind of like the CEO of EA Sports, moves in, obviously is one of the top people there. And as a result, I think Gfal in the next bull market is going to print you some good money. Okay, this is Soccer Legends. All right, look at the graphics, and this is available on mobile. So they've got 4 games at the moment. Okay, so they have 4 games, and these 4 games look absolutely stunning. Now, why do I pick this as my number 2? Because it's got the same Kaspa can't stop, won't stop vibes. Yeah, it's got P Diddy vibes all over it. Look at this. So they've never both been in a bull market. They're both they're both kind of respected in their particular field. Obviously, Kaspa, being a ghost dag, is completely unique and solves the crypto trilemma, whereas Games for a Living sits in a unique place that's able to kind of counteract with the dominance of Gala games. And not financial advice, full disclosure, I do hold Gala. And I told you a couple of videos ago that Gala games for me is, I'm not going to sell it. You know, I'm underwater with it, but I'm not going to sell it. But I did rotate some of my early profits above 2 cents, 2.5 cents into Games for a Living. And if you can see my tokenomics, my target holdings, Kaspa 1 million. You know, if you listen to me about 10 videos ago, you could have got the million Kaspas for less than 20 grand. And today it is 50 grand at 5 cents, which is absolutely fine if you can afford that. But those of you who want a smaller number, I just want to let you know, you should always try and aim for the 100K club. The 100K club is fantastic, in my opinion, because about a $5,000 investment gets you into this, and if that reaches even as small as 50 cent, you've turned 5 grand into 50. If it turns into $1, which is my minimum, or 1.5, then you've obviously turned that into $150,000. So don't sniff at that, guys. You have to remember, people have different financial muscle. And when I say DCA, I mean I've been doing this now for nearly a year, so it's kind of understandable where we got to with that number. But Games for a Living, I think anything between 100,000 to about 500,000 of these will set you for life. So it's almost got that Kaspa feel where we're looking at around 13,000 investment. In my opinion, I'll always start every DCA of notes with a small amount, and for me, ideally, that small amount is the 100,000 club. Once I get to 100,000, then I'll try and DCA into, depending on what's left of the bull market. All right, but it's a constant buy all the way until we can say, okay, our bags are filled. But going back to Trip Hawkins and the entire idea of this EA Sports founder and the team there, guys, this reminds me of a story I had previously with one of my best friends during 2020. He came up to me and said, "What are you buying, man? We were on a lockdown. Things weren't going well. So obviously we had a lot of time to research, and he'd often call me and say, "What are you doing for sanity?" And I said, I'm buying Polygon." And he laughed at me. So when I eventually cashed out on Matic, at the time Polygon, he was like, "What's going on here?" And I showed him the transaction, and he believed it. So you have to understand, guys, being on YouTube, keeping you guys up to date with what we're buying. There's no hidden agenda behind it. I know there's a lot of mistrust with YouTubers and whatnot and shilling this. You can't shill Kaspa. Gfal's never been in a bull market. The team don't pay for no promotions. So this is purely not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing. And for those haters that were saying to me, "Oh yeah, you get paid by Kaspa," I'd love to get paid by Kaspa. Imagine a project that you love so much and you see money from it, but that's not why I'm doing it. Kaspa will pay me in the bull market. Trust me, if you call that shilling, so be it. But I'm not shilling it because I hold a large bag and I'm going to get rich with it, then I want everyone else's exit liquidity. No, that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it out of my own passion for cryptocurrency, number one. Number two, if I can take two people with me into the bull market, okay, two people that believe in themselves and their financial future, I've done well in life. Yeah. So don't get it twisted, man. People have different motivations. I don't need money. Money is not the main motivating factor in me having a YouTube channel and talking about Kaspa. I love crypto. Been in crypto since 2016. Crypto's made me money. That's a nice it's a nice thing to go with it. But you believe in the technology. Who was here back in 2016? Nobody. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to be ranting, but all I'm saying is Gfal is my number two. And the reason I'm going to be bringing you this 20 projects is only because of one thing. Because of the fact that I've got 40 crypto projects, right? I'm going to completely kill 20 of them, and I'm going to go into the bull market with good sanity and just 20 projects. It could be 5, it could be 10. In fact, if you're new, don't go mad. Just go with about 5, 10 projects maximum, in my opinion. The less you do in your first cycle, the more you're able to sell. But if you have to sell 20 projects or 40 projects in the bull market, you're going to go absolutely mad and miss the top. Right, guys. Thank you, as always. Love you all, man. Take care.